What's up guys, Alex from FIFA Scouting Tips here, and welcome to this Change Career Mode wishlist. I've been really interested in the Change Career Mode hashtag, which has been gathering attention recently, and it's awesome to see that Rob Hodson, the community manager for the FIFA series, is taking notice. So I thought I'd share my thoughts and draw up a list of some of the things I think need to be tackled in FIFA, and also some of the ideas that you guys have sent me as well. So I've been scouting in FIFA for a long time. I've been making guides and tutorials on FIFA scouting tips since about 2011, and in those years I've seen a lot of changes to the scouting system. Unfortunately, it remains a broken imitation of real life. Those changes mainly involve EA removing features that actually made the system more enjoyable, even if they weren't meant to happen. You remember how you could find 7-foot mutant strikers a couple of years ago? Any changes that would really help create the scouting system that we all want to see remain a distant fantasy. And we've all got different ideas of what we want to see in the FIFA scouting mode, so make sure you share your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you follow the Change Career Mode hashtag and share any videos and this one related to the topic. Make sure you share them as much as you can, get this discussion going even more. But for now, here are some of the things that I think are in desperate need of being fixed. So first of all, it's a fairly small one, but fix the scouted player names. I love Shuttleworth Vitanen, I really do, but when was the last time you ever met a Spanish person with a name like that? Some nations seem to be unaffected by this, while others seem completely screwed. Mitsuharu Paulo Daniel, anyone? The scouted names were fine when the game came out, and an update broke them. So I've got a lot of hope that this can be fixed. But it's only a minor gripe, so let's move on to a major one. And that is, only physically strong players seem to grow physical stats from an early age. All other player types have to wait years until they start to grow, even if they do grow at all. So is it great if you found a physically strong player? Nope, because they get promoted with about 50 sprint speed, so it's gonna take about 10 years until they even become half decent in speed. And why do goalkeepers spend their first few years growing in physical stats, but not goalkeeper stats? Are they spending too much time in the gym and not enough on the training ground or playing youth matches? I'm no coder, but my simple brain tells me that I'm sure it wouldn't take too much to fix this. Player types need addressing. You want fast players? Okay, do you really want fast players? Well, in that case, you're going to have to scout wingers and pray for a fullback with massive potential, because if you scout any other position or player type, then you're pretty much screwed. You want a fast attacking midfielder? Don't scout attackers, get a fast fullback and play him there. Do you want a quick striker? Scout a fast fullback and play him there. Fast winger fullbacks end up with amazing technical stats, so they can be played pretty much anywhere. They make other player types more or less redundant. But if you search for defensive-minded fullbacks, you're going to come out with players with 50 sprint speed and low/high work rates, completely useless at that position. Add to that the frequent low work rates that you get, and you got a team full of lazy, slow players. Perfect for life in the Premier League, am I right? Another one, you can't find strikers by searching attackers. You end up with wingers or attacking midfielders. So you have to search physically strong, and you end up with a slow forward who ends up with great tackling, or you search for technically gifted and get a slow forward with about 40 stamina. It's broken in that way as well. But physically strong players become beastly at everything. If you find a physically strong central midfielder with high potential, it's entirely possible that they'll end up with a complete defender, midfielder and attacker specialities. While this is awesome, it completely breaks the immersion of the game. Why scout any other player types other than physically strong and winger? Well, if you get physically strong, you're going to end up with slow players, that's why. So we need more realistic player types, or at least player types that aren't completely balked. This may need a larger overhaul than simply fixing physical growth, but it's something that's completely messing up the youth system. Once we've found players, we need a youth system that is meaningful and immersive. Currently, youth players sit in your academy twiddling their thumbs for 1 or 2 years until you decide to promote them. Until that time, it's a bore fest and you end up completely forgetting about the players you've already found, because what do they do for most of the month? Nothing. The only time you're reminded about them is when you get an update from your scout. Instead, we need something that is interesting, something that feels real. What we need, in my opinion, is a youth league. I don't mean having to play youth matches in addition to first team games, but how about having a youth squad league table, and every week your youth team plays another team automatically from that league. How about getting a report every week from your chief scout telling you what the score was in that game and how each player performed? How about your scout letting you know who had been progressing well in the youth league and who could be ready for promotion? For this to work, we'd probably need a youth academy auto-filled with players when you start a career mode, but that doesn't sound like a huge demand to me. The players' quality would depend on the team you are, so York City would have an auto-filled academy far inferior to Manchester City's. As time goes on and we scout more, we can replace these players with ones we've scouted ourselves. Then at least we'd have a reason to keep tabs on the youth academy and a reason to work hard on it. I appreciate this is probably a longer term goal, but it's something a lot of us have been crying out for years. If this could be implemented next year in FIFA 16, it would be a huge step forward. More customization wouldn't be bad either, would it? I appreciate there are potential issues with changing the sponsors on your kit, but having the option to upgrade your stadium would be awesome. Who wants to take Plymouth Argyle to the Premier League and see them lining up at home against Chelsea in a stadium that can house 10,000 people? It looks ridiculous and isn't realistic at all. For clubs that don't have named and rendered stadiums, surely this wouldn't be too hard to implement. So those are my thoughts on what I would love to see in career mode, but what about you guys? Make sure you leave a comment below and let's see if we can get a list together. Please also like this video and share it as much as you can, and also check out the Change Career Mode hashtag and watch the videos of other YouTubers. We seem to be making a difference here, so let's get our ideas together and see if we can change career mode for the better. Cheers for watching, guys.